Hi and welcome back to the probably last episode of my solo playthrough of Trinidad. I believe rules-wise again I'm doing okay. Joe kindly provided some more feedback if I should have played a card for the AI or not. It's not fully fleshed out yet, so I think there are really some gaps in the solo rules as they are. I will make a judgment call the next time we are fighting a war, but I think apart from that we should be okay. So let's start the decade. Again, I get to choose another affiliate, and we have the stone cutter. Yeah, again, I'm not sure if I should have discarded him to the discard pile or not, but I'm not sure if I want to take him back. Ideally, I get another brown general affiliate just to give me some points. And we have the defender affiliate. For war effects, consider district as closed by walls. Can be nice. And the merchant, yeah, we can take it. Yeah, that's not too sexy. So no, I will take 1, 2, and 3 cards here. And those are the cards. The captain affiliate gain 1 or 2 victory points for each miliciano or soldier used in the current war by all players. And you can place up to 3 city council workers on the cathedral grid. That's a tempting one. Yeah, but not so much for me right now. I could do that and finish the cathedral with that. And again, I get to choose where to place those. So I could say, let's place 1, 2, 3 guys here. And then I'll place 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in here, which give me some points, but I think way more points, yeah, for our friend, the I player here. And the other one is reactivate a card, which can be nice. So again, overall, not too great, but I think the best right now is the captain affiliate. Yeah, let's go with him. And yeah, we'll basically discard both of those. Those are the cards for the AI. He will clearly go for an architect affiliate here, and he will go for the higher numbered one as far as I can remember. So this is completing a set for him. He had a completed set before, but if he's playing his cards correctly, he may be able to complete 2 sets at the end of this era, but so far not too many victory points at least. He really has a ton of cards, and also I'm not sure if he's ever using those cards. I think the rules are clear that he's definitely scoring this one here. It didn't kick in, by the way, the architect, but I think he's not placing or using these cards here because the rules do not say. In the end, you could argue to say activate them as soon as possible whenever the option applies, and maybe that's a house rule which you should put in, because again, something like, I don't know, this one here, gain a discount of 1 in payment, that's definitely a perfect card for him to activate. But again, as the rules do not talk about this, I have decided not to go that route. Then I will pay my salaries. It's only 1 bronze coin, and then we will start the next round. I believe I have to start preparing for the barracks here. Before I do though, I think I want to activate the stone cutter first, because right now there are still resources on the market, and these are resources which do not cost me any victory points. So I think this might be the first thing to do. Yeah, let's go for some stone here, and obviously I'm taking those 2 over to the AI. I believe by now we should have seen all the cards that are in the place. Okay, we are building a lot, and that's the other one. If there is already a lot, no, but if there is already 5 houses, then we would only do that. It's 1, 2, 3 houses only. There are cards that do that basically with only 3 houses, but here we were, let's call it quote unquote lucky. So we are spending 2 of his workers here to build another lot, and I think he will always do that in the southernmost part. I think it doesn't really matter too much actually. So we are placing it here, and that's his turn done. Okay, and here I messed up again. I was going to go to the Mercado. For whatever reason, I thought going to the Mercado would simply give me the precious resource. We are getting the precious resource here. The problem really is, and I think I couldn't have done it anyway, right? I could go now to the Carpentera. I couldn't activate the building here again unless I'm building another building before. That's something that is possible actually. No, I think we need another quarry beforehand. No, it is so bad. I really messed up. I really did mess up. What am I going to do? There is a potential to go here, improve my status again for 1 worker and 1 silver, which we could afford. That's okay. And then we can basically do this. And this could exactly give me then the resources we need. I really want the barrack. The thing is, I don't need the barrack this round. I still have, in theory, 2 rounds left. So I think there is no rush. And this is okay, but not great, actually. And I believe this one here allows me to take 2 cards when I pick affiliates. No, actually, this is reactivating 2 cards for free without spending, but I'm also able to ignore another card. So this is all cumulative, all that you see here, which is definitely, all of these special abilities are actually. But still, am I in a rush? One thing I did notice, I could transform my casa into a palacio, the palace. No, I don't have the steel. Ah, that's the one. How do I get steel? Yeah, by triplet of resources to the... Oh, this is all so bad. So many things to do, but timing is everything. Here I also need the precious resource. So whatever I do, I need something special. So maybe I will do that then. Okay, I will go to the Carpentera. I think I can activate it actually, so I can take that action twice, the Carpentera, carpentry. Question is, do I want to? Because again, I will take 2 hits and we are driving up the tension level even further. So let's not do that just yet. I think I'm okay with that. I will only do this. I will give 1 worker and 2 wood, and therefore I will grab the precious resource. It was the last on the track, which means I'm losing a point, going down to 7, but that's okay. Really a lot to think through in this game, and we are activating a building. And here I'm really glad I have taken the stone, because otherwise he would take it. So he will take more money, I believe, right? So we can't do this. We are now in an odd turn. So he will go forward. There's no resource grid with 2 resources. So he's not doing that. Then we would do the opposite. That's the same thing. We don't have 3 stone in there. And if 2 do nothing, merchant tries. But we are not the merchant, then we are activating this. We will gain 1 silver. This time I will remember to take it from the stack here accordingly. And we still don't have a church, so we can ignore the rest. But of course we still have to spend a worker for that. I think I know what I'm doing next. I will go for a relatively early end of round. I will upgrade my carpentry with a hacienda. So I will have to spend 2 wood and 2 stone in here. Right, oops. And this allows me to upgrade the carpentry. First of all, I will get 5 bumps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I have reached the maximum on this track, I'm allowed to take the green banner, which is nice. So I can also ignore yet another card in order, or in respect to salary. So that's definitely nice. Then we are removing this, placing the hacienda in here. We have to mark it that it is a wood hacienda, so we are placing a wood resource next to it. This goes back to the reply, so another player can't build this. But what this hacienda does, it will also drive up the district value. So I think this was really, really crucial. I completely forgot that this is also allowing this, but this truly helps me. At least it's transforming this building now into 1 victory point. It's better than nothing, right? And I just noticed something. I in fact do have 1 more left, because I think I didn't recall him from the game board, because I was wondering, hey, why I only have 5 discs on the board. So I'm basically I still have 1 more left. That's what I'm trying to say. Over to the AI. They're going, okay, now they are doing it. Now they're doing it. That's a bummer. If there is already a lot, replace a lot with a house. Okay, we have a lot, but now we have to check the but. If there are already 3 houses, build a palace instead of replacing a house. So that's what we are going to do, unfortunately. That's definitely a bummer. I think we will continue to go with the southernmost one. So this will simply score him 10 points. points, or is it 10 points per era even? I have to check that. So we are marking it here. So that's a red palace. This goes back to the supply. Oh no, I think he can't do that. I think he can't do that because he is down to only 2 workers. So this is now also an edge case, because in theory I could do partly this action, but I think that's not how it's meant. If I can't trigger this card, then I think I have to keep drawing actually. I think it's not saying if you're out of workers, do this instead. No, I think not. I think we are okay. No, we are scoring the council again, which is totally fine for me. So he's spending one of his worker discs now. And we'll go further down here, down to a 4. Only 2 victory points at the end of the game. Cool stuff. Again, we still have 1 more worker left. I can activate the hacienda now because I haven't activated it yet. So this is not sliding down as far as I understood. The problem, I could go for, again, a ton of stone, but I would take 3 hits in respect to my victory points. This would be nice. The problem is we are also out of precious resources, so that's also kind of a bummer. There's not an awful lot we can do. I can still go to the market. I could sell my 2 stone there for a silver, but honestly that's also not great. I could build the plaza. That's maybe something worth considering actually. I would go for another lot. The problem is I'm out of workers. I only have 1 more, so I think in this case we will simply go for another Miliciano. We have to prepare for the next war to come. Choices. Let's see what the AI is doing. Okay, he will activate his last remaining worker here. We know the drill. He's not taking anything here. We don't have a church. We will activate the market. And I think you have to take it now. So he will empty this one here, which means he will take a victory point hit going down to 15. And this will also drive down the pirate. I think both of these will drive down the pirate war again, or the pirate tension level. So we might see, we only see 1 war anyway, any given round, but if there is a tie in respect to the tension, the pirates will always win, quote unquote. But that's basically the end of the decade. Let's do stuff. No reactivation, no loading action. We will do the tension level. Again, the only quote unquote tracks that are empty are these 2, which means the pirate will move 1 and 2. We will still draw a card, so let's discard the topmost accordingly. So this goes in here. No additional symbol. What did we bring out? The Merchant Affiliate. If you are gaining, obtain 1 more. That can be nice. Not so sure in a 2-player game, but definitely not an awful card to have. Then no turn order change. We will recover our workers. And honestly, I do think the AI should change turn order every now and then. So there should be, I don't know, a card which simply says change the turn order or place a disc there. Not sure if it's extremely important for the AI, so we also have removed the P stuff, by the way, but maybe something worth considering. So 2 more rounds to go. But not so fast. We will have to refill 2 coins going here. 2 more of these precious resources going here. So I think this is definitely worth considering going there to grab ourselves another one of these precious resources. Yeah, these wood things here, that's definitely kind of a bummer. But okay, let's draw some cards. And honestly, I do think I will draw 3 cards from the deck here accordingly. And finally, we are seeing a general. This is a very powerful general. Acquire a banner, paying 2 silver to the game's supply. I mean, this is insanely good. I don't need to do it right now, but this is great. Another sailmaker, we gain 1 silver if the dock contains at least 3 plus X elements loaded. Okay, that's something basically if other players go there. I think this is not an extremely powerful. I think it doesn't even work in a 2-player. Yeah, you could do it. If we both go there, then yeah, I could activate it. Okay, that's what it means. And then we can spend 1 to place up to 2 city counts on any major building grid. This is also so nice and powerful, but I'm not sure if I have given up already on the merchant. There is a point though. I could, in fact, complete, for example, the port by going here and placing all my 6 workers here. Exactly, we will gain an awful lot of points here. 3 points here, 5, 8, 10, 12, 15 points if I did the math correctly. Of course, I would be giving up on one entire round, basically. But still, this seems so powerful, actually. I was definitely going for the general affiliate first of all, because again, it completes the set. But a completed set actually is right now 1 point, maybe 2 points. If we get a second set together, yeah, no, absolutely. I will go with the merchant affiliate here. So these two, I don't know, let's do that. No, let's do them in this order. I could still get it. I could still get it. Okay, awesome. And these are the 3 cards for the eye. He will clearly go for the architect. So these are discarded in that order. As for the salaries, I think I still have to pay. I can ignore basically 2, right? Yeah, because of my status upgrade. So I can ignore these 2 pretty much, and I have leaves me with 1, 2, 3, which means I have to spend only 1 bronze coin. So this worked out to be okay. These banners are extremely valuable. And then it's my turn, and honestly, I think it might seem really, really lame, but I'm going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 workers onto the port. I was for a second considering, oh, we could go for a road actually. We could in fact go for a road instead. This way we don't have to spend that many workers. Oh, that's an interesting one, because again, the port doesn't bump up my district value. If I build a road though, we can upgrade, or we will upgrade our district value. So maybe that's the better deal actually. So let's do that instead. So for this one here, we will have to spend 1 precious resource. We have that here, so we get 2 of these council workers. Before I place them, I will place my workers in there actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have 1 worker left. I think this could, yeah, I think this is definitely important. I will get the 2 immediate points here for this road, moving me up to 9. Then I will place those city workers here. So this card has been tapped. I think I will score that card. No, I think, or do we do that at the end of the round? I have to check that actually. And no, of course, I get them back at the end of this round. And I think then I will also get the extra points from this track. But this allows me to build one of these nice road tokens. I will place them into my district down here. So this is this mini grid of the map. So this is this one here. It also gives you extra special abilities, like you can now activate, I believe, buildings in that district without being adjacent and stuff like that. So again, there's a lot to this game actually. But that's pretty much not the entire decade, but most of it. Let's see what the eye is doing. Create a fighter. Oh, we haven't seen that for a while. If no fighter, create a miliciano. So let's see. If there is a veteran miliciano. Oh, we are upgrading it to a soldier. Interesting. So this goes back. And we will see our very first soldier here. It's not a veteran soldier as far as I understood. It simply goes in here, but it's now the most powerful one. So wow, this gives him 14 points at the end of this era, because he has now the most powerful miniature out there. And then we are scoring 4 points on the city council track, giving him some points back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we jump from 2 to 7 victory points here. And of course, this has cost him 1 worker only. Are you kidding me? That's an interesting one. So I think we may want to activate the hacienda with 1 stone, which would give me 1. So this is definitely a better conversion rate here with the hacienda. And I think that's my best bet actually. So 1 here, 1 stone, giving me 1 of these precious resources. And again, ideally, I'm not sure. Oh, I think I won't be able to make it. I don't think I can score the soldier, the military bonus. But okay, it is what it is. I think the remaining actions are being done by the AI because I'm out. So let's see. Okay, we build a lot. I think, yeah, four houses. He still can't do that. Okay, that's embarrassing. So he will place it here. I think a house cost him 2 workers, if I recall that correctly. Indeed, we can keep going. He's down to 2 workers and build a minor building. Oh, I think we haven't seen this for a while either. Select the first building not yet adjacent to AI buildings and available in the game supply. Use this order. So we have a carpentry, we have a quarry, we have a market. No, he will build the barracks. He will build the barracks. No, this is so bad. He just scored an awful lot of points. What does the barracks cost him? Yeah, 2. He has the 2 workers. Corporation is also... Oh, wait a second. No, barracks. Barracks is before the corporation. No, 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 no. I think he will definitely build it in his district. I have to check where he places this. And yeah, I believe he follows the same logic. I think he will place those barracks down here. Oh, this is really frustrating. And I think we only have 1 barrack. Oh boy. Oh boy. This can be brutal. If he's now building another palace, he will also score his architect. But I think he's basically also out of actions now. This was truly terrible. So I think we can go through. I think we will see a war actually happening. But let's do things in order. No, no, yes, no refill. Turn order will recover workers. So the only thing left to do is the tension, and we are only drawing a card. So let's see what we get. Oh, and indeed, he will go for another tomahawk here. So this is this, giving us a +2. So it's an attack value of 4 actually. And the next time it moves, it will go back here. But then we are placing a second disc on top of this. And then the topmost number will basically count. And yeah, but I think overall we will continue fighting the natives here, unfortunately. But we will place the peace stuff onto the next. No, we won't, because again, the final round will always be a war. So no matter what is happening here. And I also need to stage the deck, the AI deck, for the next round to come. But yeah, let's first do the war. I think again, they are first, so they will have to come up with 4 attack value, which they don't have, I believe. Exactly, the thing really is now, this is an attack value of 3, which is not enough. This is now where I have to make a judgment call actually, because otherwise he would lose another war, going into more negative victory points. On the other hand, he has this card where he is upgrading his stuff. And I will stay true to my verdict from the last war actually. I will not do that, because he could gain another, and then for the next war he may suffer, but I don't know. Yeah, why do these rules don't specify this? It should be relatively clear. So Joe, if you're watching this, and I know you're working on, let's say, slightly upgraded AI rules, please let me know, please fix that. But yeah, I think I will consider this a defeat for him again, but it would be so easy for him. No, come on, he has the card, so he will simply get rid of one of these stone cutters here. Though this will basically give this fella here a wound, which is okay. I think he can take up to 3. I have to check that actually. And then he has won the war. This really feels like cheating, and it's so easy. Oh, I think, did I do? No, I think he's moving to the left now. Exactly, that's the point. That's the point. On the other hand, I'm thinking about this now, because we are not playing. No, I'm not doing this. No, I will not do this. He has lost this war, but this also means he's not taking wounds. Sorry for this back and forth, but honestly, I don't think he should play that card from his hand. Because again, for the extended war, there is this paragraph which says you draw a card from the deck. But in this case, drawing a card from the deck doesn't help at all, because it doesn't help. It doesn't really help. That's the point. So no, I think he has lost the war. So now we have to make a call as well. And again, we have to come up with 4. I think this is 2, this is 1, so that's 3. We could now, and I think right now there is no point not fighting that war, because I don't have the strongest miniature anyway, and it's not very likely I will get it. So let's discard this fella here. Yeah, I think we no longer need him, so we are discarding him. So this is now an attack value of 4. We have 1, which means, again, he's now taking wound. He is out of here, but we were successful. That's the whole idea, right? Yeah, let's totally do that. I haven't upgraded my general affiliate here, so that's definitely kind of a bummer, so I cannot score it again. Yeah, I kind of missed that, but that's okay. I still think that this was worth it. Now we're moving here to the left, scoring 11 points at the end of the game. Not sure if I will be able to pull that one off again, but worst case is we would move here to the right and we would still gain 5 points for that. Then we will recover our workers because we have finished the road. We will get all these points here. That's 4, 7, 8 more points. Not bad. Maybe I should have really go for the harbor, but let's see. That's 8, that's 17. Not too terrible. And again, all these workers now go back to my supply. Then we start the last round of the game. I will draw 3 cards again. I don't really think that this was worth it actually. I should have gone for another upgrade or improvement upgrade. And yeah, I think here I will go for the governor affiliate because it can convert basically 1 card to a different color. It's not entirely great, but I will still go for it. All the others will go in this order. I think it doesn't matter for the AI because I will house rule. He will go for the pink card here anyway, which will help him with his set. I will pay my salary of 1 bronze coin, but I think I will lose this game badly. First of all, I think I will go to the Mercado and sell my precious resource there for 1 piece of silver. This time I have taken it from the resource grid accordingly because I think this makes sense because I can send it to the shipping action. Let's see, then we are doing, oh, load the ship, interesting, that would have been my next one. Okay, I places on dock a triplet of things, so we are now again in an odd decade. A triplet of resources, which will give him 1. This doesn't really help him, so I think he will take an awful lot of hits. So 1, 2, and 3. So this is his triplet, so he will lose 1, 2, 3 points here, and this will also cost him 2 of his workers. And then yeah, he also gains 1, 2, 3 points on the city council track. Because I'm not going to win the war on money, I will activate my sailmaker and I will send 1.5 coins. So I get this back to my shipping action. This should in theory guarantee me the faith bonus. That's 14 points for me. I don't want him to tie. I have no clue if he will be able to tie. This is where you really need to know the setup of the deck and so on, the learning about the abilities of the AI player. But I do think that this is still the better deal. Then it's the AI player. He will build another minor building, carpentry, quarry, market, barracks, hacienda. I think the hacienda is already, he's adjacent. Corporation, he is adjacent. No, corporation would be this. So he's upgrading this one to a, ooh, that's an interesting one. Do we have that building still? No, we don't. There is only one in a 2 or 3 player game. So we will, oh, he will build a that can't be good, right? So he's building a church, and I think he will place it, I think in clockwise order. It doesn't really matter. He will build it definitely in his district. This will cost him, I believe, the church 2 of his workers, exactly. So he's down to 1 work, but he will really score a lot of points here. I think I will punt here. So I will do this to draw basically 2 cards. I can't use my ability again because I already used it, basically drawing 3 cards, but I will, again, this is pretty much a Hail Mary, and the only one that matters would be this road maker affiliate. You can increase the value of your houses by +1 of your palace, or your palace by +7 in a district with roads. Oh, it requires the payment of 1 silver, so I can't do that anyway. Yeah, okay, but I will still take it. I don't need to pay it anyway. This is simply discarded, and then it's the last action. Oh, he's activating the building again. We know the drill. He will It's a market. Yeah, I think he will go for the market. Oh, he will take another victory point loss, and he will do that. I think in this case we will totally do that. So we might even see a fight. No, I don't think so. I think the pirates will not do a war here in this case, but this is basically his, or was his, last worker. And I just noticed something here. I didn't activate my captain affiliate. Gain 1 or 2 for each miliciano soldier used in the current war by all players. I think I used 2 milicianos basically, so I should have gained 2 points. I will do that now, sorry for that. I will gain 2 points here and another 1 point because I have basically gained 1 point. So sorry for that mulligan, but I think these points are really important. And then I guess I will try to win this war. So this is one action. Doing this, how can I upgrade it? With one, with one precious resource. This doesn't really help me. I don't have the precious resource. There are no precious resources out. I think I will do that again. I think I can do that. At least I'm not sure. Really not sure, but I don't need to be adjacent to a building here. Sorry for cheating here. And then I'm down to this one measly building, and no, I can't go there again. I think, can I pass actually? I'm not even sure if I can pass. So maybe no, let's only do one of these workers. Let's go for another lot, which we are placing here, and I think it will give me some points. So that's basically the end of the decade, end of the era. First of all, we do the end of decade stuff. So he would gain 1 metal resource. I think that's the first time we are seeing it. Not that it would matter actually, but he will do that anyway. And I will get another faith token here. Not sure if this was worth it, but again, I wanted to make sure. Okay, that was that. Then we are doing the tension level. I think we are increasing the pirate track by 1 and 2 actually. We will draw another card, and yeah, that's an empty one, so we are not adding. So we are fighting another war against those tomahawks here. So that's another 4. I will stick to my rule. So he's basically losing. He will not spend any cards whatsoever. So he lost another war. I also have to come up with 4, which shouldn't be a problem. 2, 3, and one of these cards. It doesn't matter which one. Let's go with the sailmaker here again. It doesn't matter, but we were successful, so we'll gain 18 points at the end of the game because we were successful. We didn't reactivate our general affiliate here, but that is okay. That was the war. Now we do the end of game, end of era scoring, which is basically the end of game scoring. Let's score the era first. So the EI is both the richest and has the highest AV player. So that's 28 points for him, moving him to 39 points. I am the player with the most of these, so I will gain 14 points, moving me to 24, 34. So not too far away at least. The problem now really is we don't score the banners because I only had 1 banner. Let's continue here. We have the card series. Yeah, that's per era actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically 6. 6 times 2, it's 12 more points for him. So 41, 51. I think I can basically do that only once. So I have 3 again, times 2, though I get 2 points here. That's slightly embarrassing. Then we do the whole district value thing. So that's a +4 basically. So the district is worth 4 points, and now we will score basically, 4 points per house. 16 more points. Yeah, that really did hurt. 67 for him. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. My district is only worth 2. And I think I will get exactly those 2 points here. That was really underwhelming for sure. And then we score the rest here. So he will get 10 points here for his council track, but he will lose 12 points. So he will go 2 points back. That's something. We will get 18 plus 30, 48 points. So this means, then it really seems like a cakewalk actually, because then we have clearly won this game. And one thing I also forgot, no, I have my general, which I would tap. I think he will also tap his architect. Oh, let's do that correctly. So let's do the character. So 5 era. So we have 1 barrack in era 2. That's 2 points plus another 2 points. So that's 4 more points for this one here. 42. And his architect, because there are different buildings, or 8 different buildings, 5 plus different buildings, 3 per era, so 6 more points for him. So 71. And then I get 48 points, right? Bringing me to 90 points in total. And I think this is now where I don't think the solo game works in just 2 decades, because I'm relatively certain that during the next era he still would have scored like crazy. So I think after 3 eras he would have totally annihilated me, because I couldn't gain more points through my city count. So 48 is the maximum here. He still can lose, could have lost another war, but that's only 6 more points he would have lost. Maybe he would even have gotten more of the council track points back. So I think he would have mopped the floor with me if I would have gone through the full distance. But because I'm still not sure if I'm playing all these rules correctly, or if I'm missing a point, especially in respect to these wars, I will end my playthrough here. The main idea of this final episode actually was to test my new gear. I'm not sure if it held up. It seems to overheat relatively quickly, so I'm not sure what to do about this or what to think about this, but ultimately it was okay. So anything that you see is shaky or so, blame it on my new gear. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, blame them for my poor playing actually. But yeah, that's basically Trinidad. I really think it's an awesome game. The solo mode needs some more tweaking, that's for sure. The majority of these cards are pretty solid, so you can follow these through relatively easy. I think it only needs 2-3 little tweaks in order to really make it stand out. But I do think that the multiplayer mode, I didn't spot any immediate things, because I was playing basically a multiplayer game, yeah, against the AI, but I can already start to see how this is all getting full, how you're getting basically after these major buildings here. Maybe you really have to play against 2 AI players in order to make that board a little more crowded and get more competition out, build more again of these major buildings and whatnot. So I think it's really a very fun game. Can't wait to bring it to the table on regular game night, playing it against actual players. Let me know what you think, and yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it so far. I really did, despite some of my rule struggles every now and then, but again, for the most part it was okay, or pretty good actually. And yeah, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos, and yeah, until then, bye bye.